Hi, this is Brenda Jean, Power Medicine Woman. So I just got to readjust a few cameras. See how that works. Oh, the lighting always throws me off. Ooh. Hi, this is Brenda Jean, Power Medicine Woman.
No, you are.
No, it says on here, wait, it hasn't quit yet. Remember, you had a delay. Wow, I'm going to tell you, the freaky part is that it does not, how do I do the show without feeling weird? Okay, as long as you can.
Black.
Black screen. I figured that.
I'll see in a second or two.
Yeah, since the delay. La la la.
You're back.
Okay. We'll see for how long. I know that of moving through time and space, lining up with your dimensions, and you have to understand that in order for you to really get into that space is knowing how to read it. Now, you can go too far, you can just go and drive you insane, but you have to, it's not working again?
Nope.
On the way. I can't what?
There's a glitch somewhere.
Here? That ain't gonna work. Go back to here. So it does not work. There's a again. Well,
no, I see you again.
I can't be doing that all night.
No.
See, it's not working according to the screen down here. Well, with that in mind, I'm going to quit. Part of me feels like I shouldn't even be on. Oy vey. So yeah, you can't see me, can you? Every time. So again, it's still with, it could be Facebook. Yeah, I think we are playing hide and seek. Okay, people, I'm going to try it again. One more time. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm going to disconnect OBS. It doesn't work. And then we're going to go back to this, start again. Oh, YouTube, thank goodness you work. Nothing else, you work. We'll eventually get a message out. Let's see what happens if that works. Choose. Oh, so confusing. Hey, Larissa. I'm doing pretty good, except for this not understanding why nothing seems to work. Now, where is my live? I don't see it. Huh, that didn't work. This is so confusing. Okay. I'm trying to get my main page to even bother to show up, to even work. So far, it's not. We're going to give that up. Try it one more. Just going to throw it up and see what happens. That didn't work either. I want to write help instead of, so just say how we function. That means I've got to do what? Looking at clues for life. Out of Zoom. Take that out. Let's try it again. No! Oh, Larissa, I feel so alone. Why? Oh, why is this even happening? That is what you ask Spirit. This is what you do. Because obviously, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Smile pretty. And we'll see. Larissa, we're going to get there one way or the other. All right, Spirit, you better tell me what's going on. Crazy as this sounds, crazy as this is, we finally did it until something says no. All for the last 2 weeks, it's all about, oh, I don't know. Yes, I did. I'm had to reset all my computers. I had to fix the external hard drives. Oops. Oh. Ah! I had to fix the external. I've had to fix the external hard drives. And all of these crazy things have been happening all at once. Fix that drive, repair that disk, reconnect everything, do all the settings, fix the volume, fix the pictures, just endless things. There wasn't a virus. It just said, hey, you got a glitch. I got a 4 terabyte hard drive that all of a sudden decided it's going to die. And it says, hey, normally you can see everything on your screen. It's so big, you can't see the little icons. So talk about confusing. Amy, you.
Yes, I see you. I haven't gotten.
Okay, see, I see nobody in the room, so I have no idea. This is just.
I don't see anybody in the room either, but LaRonda just shared it.
Oh, Vicky's back. Okay, Vicky's here. I think. Oh, thank God.
Hi, Vicky.
Woohoo! Oh, Betty. Woohoo! Okay, so I think we're lucky enough that we have what you call. Oh, please. Oh, we have somebody else new. Yay. Hi, how are you? From Portugal. Wonderful. With all these issues. The thing about these issues, you got to understand, the energies of this planet are changing. You got to decide what dimension you want to line up to. The more that, and like I was saying, when you do go to heal those hard disk drives, I mean, it doesn't even look like I put makeup on, but I did. My laptop's been nice though. But my external hard drive, that's decided it wants to die. It was all these weird things. I know I don't want to go into all of that nasty hell, scary stuff. So the fifth dimension frequency. Yes. And that's what's happening. And I don't want to go back to that. And I have to communicate with this strange process. I have been bringing a fragmented part of my soul back to me. And the integration process so far has been interesting. My life's gotten better. But everything else has to be readjusted. Everything has to be readjusted to me. And I will have to say, we finally got food in our house. We've had to go 2 weeks with just scrounge around what was in our house. And woohoo! And it said, I know I'm going to butcher it. Costa says, third dimensional frequencies are because, and you know what the weird part is, Antonio? People are supposed to weave in and out of your life. So they are making a decision where they want to go, where they want to end up. And as I was working on something, I noticed that I could no longer just be happy with, how do I want to say it? I was happy. I am happy, but they kind of want me to go back to who they want me to be to them. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. And so I had to learn how to stand up. Here's my voice. This is what I'm doing. And now Spirit has them out of my life. And I'm like, wow. Because I was serious. I don't want to go backwards. Yes. And the non-physical energy. Yes. And so it was marvelous to notice that they were beginning to allow themselves. Whoa. And it's about discernment, not judgment. It's like, wait a minute, what? And looking. And what's interesting is they're now seeing, as they're speaking, the people that they love or they're friends with, they can't hear them. And they're like, why can't they hear me? It's because you're at two different levels of frequencies. And as that frequency becomes more into play, you can start bashing your head against the wall going, oh, I got to get you to hear me. Oh, no, you just need to stop and realize you can either go back to that world or be realizing that you are getting out of the matrix. You're moving into that higher frequency of light body. You need to now learn respect. The hardest part for us is when we go into our ego mindset and goes, oh my God, I can't lose them. You have to start developing that emotional intelligence, because the emotional quotient is just when you are over-identifying with matter through your ego, you will go into a state that allows you not to see anything other than the lower frequencies. It doesn't allow you to grow and be that light that you are. So when you come into your space and you begin to notice that the light codes have come on and you're starting to think differently, and the people that you used to talk to don't listen to you quite that way anymore, you have to respect that that's where they're at. And you're going to have to start healing your soul, your heart, your belief system that you can't live without them, or that all you have to do is start expanding yourself, bringing in the light, choice of where you want to line up. What is your beliefs? And as you do that, you find more of who am I? And as you bring that unconscious, incompetent, conscious, and you become more competent with it, then all of a sudden you can stop over-identifying with matter. Because when you over-identify with matter, it lowers that frequency. Vibration, you can raise it up and down you want, but it's spiritual. So you have those 12 notes that I look at. And when I'm looking at you, I see the 12 musical notes. And when I see those notes being upset, some are missing, or you're working in a particular area, and I can read the element of how your body is functioning, what's missing, what particular situation you're going through. And so I'm aware of my thought and emotions, I start seeing that I've always had a choice of what I wanted to accept and give my power to. Exactly. And the more you start to break up that program and you allow yourself to work in your spiritual mindset, you start to open up that authentic self. Again, raising the EI, or the emotional intelligence, and the mental intelligence will help you develop that spirit. Talking to my body, yes, I had a client, I had to mimic that. But then when I got all done, the spirit says, well, you have to understand your energy, your immune system count is down. I said, well, what do we do? They said, well, use your source point healing and measure it, and then start rubbing the points to balance it out. And I had another rhythm today when it wasn't just about left or right. I started to cross the patterns as I started to heal, and then it started to clear right up like instantly. And I said, whoa, because I could feel my electrolytes being off. And I feel like there's somebody just heard somebody say, well, 5G, yes, that will and can affect you. But if you can learn how to vibrationally change 5G, I'm not sure how to explain that one. I just know that with the repulsion and compatibility, when the compatibility becomes affected and you start creating a repulse like a magnet, and the more you repulse, the more you will be so affected. Radiation levels, the hertz, the energies of the planet. But if you begin to notice where you're putting your energy in the mental and emotional, and then when you realize that it's, as you don't have to be a victim of this. You're moving out of victimization, because the blue energy is gone now, and we're more in the green energy that has come in the last, a couple weeks, I think now, since almost a month, maybe 3 weeks. Yeah, about 3 weeks. The green energy is on the planet, removing those programs. The grief process, that's the blue thing. That's the blue energy. And that grief process is you to be this empath, so that you can start learning how to use your empath abilities without having it to drain you, hurt you, feeling like you have to be victimized. You're moving out of that. And the green energy is actually very supportive. With you moving into this higher vibrational living, which is also a program that I'm emerald color. And then it's such a beautiful, it's a beautiful frequency. I can't just say it's a color, because it's the frequency, because I can hear a sound with it. And depending on how the energy is communicating, it can tell a story, it can tell a song, it's just beautiful. It has your strength, it has your back, it has, you call it in and be amazed by it, because I swear to God, with this new green energy, there's like, oh, here's the notes. There's actually a manual for living. I swear there is. It's not that I have this ability. Everybody has access to this manual now. Do that. Whew. You're just going to go back to that old way. And the M-A-R-R, marrying of the yin and yang, is the unity is coming stronger. It's supportive. It's finally coming into balance. And this karma issues is like, you have to start the erratic energies. The people are screaming, throwing tantrums as an adult. It's not even kids. What's happening is that the emotional intelligence, you're asked to raise this. You're asked to look at it and say, I'm ready to raise this. Now, this emotional intelligence is when you look at a child and they're throwing a tantrum at a terrible twos, and they don't learn how to manage, cope, deal with those emotions, then this. And as they move into that energy, and then if that's, and everybody I've noticed is like, oh, I will do this for you. so you'll shut up, or I'll take care of it, I'll take the blame. And they're going on and on and on. And that's what we used to be, get so upset. But now that I've raised my emotional intelligence, I don't have to feel like I don't know how to handle, raise that inner child, raise that emotional intelligence, and raise that mental intelligence. You'll be surprised at how the spiritual debt will deceive. And it's different when you help somebody, but when you're doing it so they'll shut up, or keeping the peace, or taking the blame, it throws off the karma for you and them, because they don't know how to be accountability. They don't know how to grow up. They don't know how to get out of that space. They don't know how to handle and cope, that they're supposed to go inward and do this. And they're just over identifying with matter. The imbalance that occurs, because then the backlash is that they don't get to grow. You get to take on another part of a karma, and it's just everything's out of balance. And any type of physical issues, any type of issues in life, that's karma will be happy. Because if I do that, I'm going to take on karma. No, I'm not going to do that anymore. I have healed all of these, this fearful, this timid. And all of a sudden, I look now and I'm like, we're out of sync. When you're done, we'll communicate. Or if you, and a lot of times you just watch them. Oh, I'll be back when you're done, because you can be present, but they can't be. They're in their head, they're in their filter, they're in their program. You don't really need to support that. You can sit there, and when they calm down, you have to learn how to set the tone. So for me, everybody that's around me begins to with it. I'm not going to have to absorb it. I don't mind being there. I don't mind loving you, but I'm not going to have you throw everything completely out of balance. Because if you're standing in front of me, it means that you want to resolve it. And if you don't, then the energy is just going to pull and separate us. I can't stop that. Only you can. I don't know what's going on in my hair all of a sudden. I know, your mother. But I really wish that these things would work, because Amy has put so much effort into her room and her hair and her looks. This is Amy. Can you see her? I mean, look how, you can't see her hair, but it's there. It's really pretty. And her backdrop's not that yellow, so she's done, the gold.
Color?
Yeah. And she's put a lot of effort. And what's interesting is she's trying to find herself more and to come in sync with herself more. And well, now all of a sudden the video don't work. Realigning. Rebecca said, I saw her. She looks good. Yeah. Oh, yes. Betty says, yes, I'll tell you. Because you're just going to be running in circles and burning up your energy and going into spiritual debt. And I love you more than that. So, I hope you're reading these comments. Everybody's going, oh, God bless you. Beautiful. Aw. Yeah.
I'm reading the comments.
Heart change. And then she's done the blonde bits. And her elephant matches your shirt, by the way. But the color of the room.
Can I tell you the story behind that elephant?
Yes.
I had a couple living with me about 4 years ago, and they had a baby. And they gave me that for Christmas. And then they threw a pitched a fit and disappeared. And
so what color is that way on my screen? That doesn't help. But I'm sure it's beautiful if I look on a different camera. Oh, we got somebody from Albuquerque. Hi, Joe. So you have to be okay with the fact that you're weaving in and out of those old frequencies, and you're choosing to let go of the old shit. Hopefully, healing tools at medicinewomansolution.weebly.com. You don't have to do this alone. You can strengthen who you are, and you can move into a different space. You can do this. I've done it. A lot about my friends. I'm watching my students. They're starting to get it and shift. And some days it feels really bad, and some days, hopefully, you can say a little or none. I want to get back in alignment. And when you start to get back in alignment with your authentic self, that means, how do you get to your authentic self, Amy? You have to heal what?
Your shit.
Heal your shit. And you're back, then it's like, ooh, I can't, I'm excited. I can't wait to find out what else my soul's ready to heal. I can't remember. Betty said it's much better than I did. Maybe she should be up here with me. But now I'm feeling my immune system picking up on something, and I'm going to eyes and everything. I was moving stuff in my body. My left side of my face began to hurt. So I intentionally began to work on the pain or the area. And then the next thing I know, my body started to flush. I said, oh. And then I woke up today and the stuff is actually moving through. And they said this was remnants. So my immune system is getting rid of it, clearing up the sinuses. So I'm just going to balance my immune system real quick. My immune system is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We wanted a 10. And what do I need to do? Get it up? Lung, thyroid, heart, liver, gallbladder. Both sides, right side. So there's always these source points that you can work on. And that's what it doesn't look good when I put my head down like that. So there we go. We'll go like that. So if you have a question, you just email me. And in a few minutes or so, we'll do 1 minute reads free. No one else has, you can do a paid reading. And those are always fun to do. Okay, so that.
And paid readings get put into the hope chest.
That's right. We have the hope chest. And the hope chest, I would show you, but it's at her house. The hope chest is every time you do a paid reading, it's up there. You get to have your name put in the hope chest. So at the end of every month, no matter how many times, so if you've paid 5 times, have 5 different readings, your name goes in 5 times. And so at the end of the month, we crinkle up the names, we put them in the box, and then, if the Zoom works, you get one. I really enjoyed doing that one. And it's 15 minutes free with me. That's a long time, and that you can do healings.
And you get a lot of good stuff.
Thank you. Okay, so just double checking. Who's our first read? Is anybody?
Our first and only read so far is Miss Betty.
Okay, then that's fine. All right, so Miss Betty. Now I might end up playing a little longer with Betty just because she's... here it is. You know what? Screw that. Okay, I'm going to just do it this way. Ooh, the energies. Spirit says it really I like my hat. Spirit says, that's funny. All I can hear is, you want to come out and play? Oh my God. Were you watching a scary movie when you were little? Because it starts out good, and then all of a sudden it looks like, So I'm asking, what are you looking at? And they're saying, well, it's a habit she does. Well, what does that mean? Okay, before I go any further, she says, in the ego, you are self-conscious, worried, and about exposing flaws. Yes, that's true. And knowing the wise, knowing you can heal it gives hope because it's positive. Then that's good, because then, Betty, you're going to not like what I got to say. Okay. Oh, yay! We got a paid reading too. All right, Betty. The word is bullying. So, my love, what age were you when you thought you had to bully because that's what you learned?